Hi again everyone, it's Eliud. This is where stories live. Welcome to my channel and I hope we can have a good time with stories today. Well, don't forget, subscribe, give me a like, give me comments, all that good stuff. My story today is a folk tale that comes from Western Africa, okay? And it's called Superman. Now, this is not the Superman that you might know from the movies or the comic books. This is a different Superman. Now, the problem is that this story has a song. And I'm not a really good singer, so wherever you're sitting, you can help me sing, okay? And I'm going to teach you the song. It goes like this. Ane-o-ne-o-na, ane-o-ne-o-na. So, if I do that to you, you help me sing the song, all right? Great. Now, a long time ago, in a village, there was a man who was so strong, everybody called him Superman. I mean, he was so strong that he ate 3 elephants for breakfast every morning. Yes, it's true, 3 elephants. He was so strong that if he was walking down the road and there was a tree in his way, he would just uproot that tree and keep walking. He was so strong that if there was a mountain in his way, he would just push the mountain aside and keep walking. Yes. Now, one morning, Superman woke up, he ate 3 elephants for breakfast, but then he was thirsty and there was no water in the house. He didn't know what to do, so he told his wife to go to the well and get him some water. So his wife agreed and she took her bucket and she started walking to the well. And as she walked, she would sing her song. Ane-o-ne-o-na, ane-o-ne-o-na. She got to the well and she put the bucket in the well, and when it was filled with water, she tried to crank it up. She tried to crank it up, but it was too heavy. She could not do it. She didn't know what to do because she knew if she went home without water, her husband would be very upset because he was really thirsty. So she sat on a big rock and began to think of something she could do. In the meantime, she saw another woman walking to the well with a bucket, but this woman had a baby strapped to her back. But strangely enough, this woman was singing the same song. Ane-o-ne-o-na, ane-o-ne-o-na. The woman got to the well. She put the bucket in the well. And when it was filled with water, she tried to crank it up. She couldn't do it. But then something amazing happened. The woman took the baby from her back, a little tiny baby, little peepsqueak. She put that baby on a rock, and that baby cranked up that bucket without a problem. Superman's wife was amazed. She went to the woman, she said, "Lady, tell me, how come your baby is so strong?" And the woman said, "Well, you see, my husband is Superman. And this is Superman's baby, and he's strong just like his dada." "Wait a minute," said Superman's wife. "My husband is Superman. Your husband can't be Superman. He must be some kind of phony Superman because my husband is the real Superman." No, my husband is the real Superman," she said. "Well, I'm going to go home and I'm going to tell my husband and he's going to be very upset." So she went home and she told her husband that there was a woman that she met at the well who claimed that her husband was the real Superman, and her husband was furious. He said, "What? What do you mean another Superman? I'm going to go to that well tomorrow. I'm going to meet that woman and there's going to be trouble. Oh, there's going to be trouble." The next morning, he went to the well, and as he walked, he was angry and he was singing his song. Ane-o-ne-o-na, ane-o-ne-o-na. He got to the well and he just waited. He just waited. He was so furious, I think smoke was coming out of his ears. Soon, the woman showed up with the baby on the back. And she too was singing the song. Ane-o-ne-o-na, ane-o-ne-o-na. He saw how she got to the well. When the bucket was filled, she couldn't do it, but her baby was able to crank up that bucket with no problem. He went to her and said, "Lady, I want you to tell me how come your baby's so strong." "Well, you see, sir, my husband is Superman. And this is Superman's baby, and he's strong just like his dada." "No, wait a minute, lady. You're looking at Superman. Your husband can't be Superman." No, sir. My husband is the real Superman." "Well, I'll tell you what. You take me to your house. I'm going to meet your husband and I'll tell you there's going to be trouble. There's going to be real trouble. Sir, you should not. No, no, no. I insist. Okay, we'll go to my house. You can meet my husband. And they started walking through the jungle. As they walked through the jungle, they would sing the song. Ane-o-ne-o-na. Ane-o-ne-o-na. They walked and they walked. Suddenly, Superman heard a crashing sound like thunder and lightning. Boom, crash, boom, crash, boom. And he said, hey, lady, what was that? Oh, that's my husband. He's coming home from a hunting trip, and he is so big and so strong. He makes a lot of noise. You mean your husband is big and strong? Yes, I told you he's Superman. Lady, you know what? Said Superman. I think I need to go home. I forgot. I think I left the stove on or something. That I just need. No, sir. It's too late. If my husband sees you now, there's going to be trouble. So I'll tell you what. You can hide, and when my husband is asleep, you run for it because we don't want any more trouble, okay? Oh, yes, ma'am, thank you. And he hid behind some bushes. In comes Superman number 2, and he was humongous. He was way bigger than Superman number 1, and he sat down, and guess what? He ate 5 elephants for breakfast, one after the other. And then after having that big breakfast, he fell asleep. So Superman's wife went and told him, hey, it's time for you to run. And he said, thank you, lady. And he started running, and he tripped on a log. And just then, Superman number 2 woke up and he started chasing number 1. And they were running through the jungle. As they were running, they were singing their song. Ane-o-ne-o-na. Ane-o-ne-o-na. They ran, and suddenly, Superman number 1 ran right smack dab into something solid, like a mountain or a building or something, and he looked up, and he saw the biggest man he had ever seen. Now this man was twice as big as Superman number 2. He was indeed a giant, and the big guy says, hey, where are you going? Sir, he said, there's a man chasing me, and he calls himself Superman, and he's after me, and there's going to be trouble. Superman? Hey, I'm Superman. I'm the real deal here. But this man says he eats 5 elephants for breakfast. Ha 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 ha. I eat 10 elephants for breakfast. I'll tell you what, little guy. Go climb that tree over there, and I'll take care of this guy. Well, soon, Superman number 2 runs right into Superman number 3. He says, hey, get out of my way. The big guy says, you're talking to me? Yes, I'm talking to you. I'm Superman, and I eat 5 elephants for breakfast every morning. And the big guy says, don't make me laugh. I eat 10 elephants for breakfast. Oh yeah, and he punched him in the knee. And before you know it, they were fighting. And as they fought, they would sing their song. Ane-o-ne-o-na, ane-o-ne-o-na. They fought so hard, and they fought for so long, that a cloud of dust and wind started to gather at their feet. And the cloud lifted them up, past the trees and into the clouds. Now, they stayed up there. They're still up there. And you know who they are? They are thunder and lightning. Now, Superman number 1, he climbed down from the tree. He went home and he changed his name to Joe. He's no longer Superman. That's the end of my story. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to give me a like, give me comments, and subscribe. See you next time. Bye now.